It would seem that finding oneself in the heart of a land with virginal greenery and unending harvest would be all but a dream. Is there such a place? An incredulous voice would ask, caught in the noise of the city. But those of little faith only have to retire to the Philippine island of Mindanao to finally experience the very thing they need to gently nudge them awake. No, the beauty and bounty around them isn't just a dream, and in all likelihood, they will find themselves gaping in awe at the treasure trove that is Lanao del Norte. The province is the northern half of the fertile land surrounding the fabled Lake Lanao, and one does not need RAMs to reach the clement dreamland. The more popular route would be an hour-and-a-half domestic flight from Manila and would take the traveler to Cagayan de Oro, northern Mindanao's premier city, the sky-to-land access to a lot of other territories in the region. Lanao del Norte is less than 2 hours aboard a smoothly driven car from the Cagayan de Oro airport. An extensive network of paved highways makes Lanao del Norte an ideal route for freewheeling trips. Driving along these gentle roads eases the eye and pleases the palate. A stop here and there presents the province's wide array of goods. Foodstuff. And introduces the people, a harmonious mix of Muslim and Christian communes. In a blink of an eye, and there in full view, is a party amidst unmistakably rural landscapes. Characters and images straight out of crustacean wonderland. Enchanted princesses encircled by the most graceful dancing crabs one could ever imagine. And then a marching band comes in, as well as a bevy of proud juveniles, draped in colorful malongs, apparently from the opposite side of the wonderland. For as they move in joyous abandon, their eyes are set at their town's trophy, a terrific mountain of steamed crabs, bright orange and smelling like lunchtime. And then, the snap, the search for familiar reality. Then, consciousness. Certainly not a dream, but a frenzied fête in Lala, Lanao del Norte, the Alimango Festival, or the Crab Festival. The festivities proceed in earnest. The day's theme is nothing else but Lala's prime water harvest. One moment, the biggest crabs pose for the worldwide camera.
1.2 kilos.
And then the next moment, a feast is served. Crab recipes by Lanao del Norte's best chefs. The Crab Mountain is a celebration centerpiece. 5,000 medium-sized mud crabs piled high for applause. Minutes later, the crabs are taken one by one and then distributed to all the villagers venturing near enough to be blessed. The Alimango Festival is just one of many in Lanao del Norte. Declarations in kaleidoscope that indeed, the province is one big goodie bag of some of the best things nature has to offer. The fiestas of its major municipalities attest to this. In the capital town, Tubod, the Sagingan Festival is tribute to the municipality's largest selling cash crop, bananas. Tubod yields 29 varieties of banana, the best of which reaching the markets of Cebu and Manila, some 1,589 kilometers away. The Anihan Festival in the municipality of Kapatagan is all about rice. Kapatagan means the plains, and right here in these rich flatlands grows a magnificent crop of golden grains. street dancers dressed in imaginative renditions of the rice stalk remind people of the best of Kapatagan. Truth to tell, rice cakes and sweets served in this town are heavier than their counterparts in other provinces. The espasol, biko, bibingka, and palitaw are packed with more gluttonous grains, a discreet and filling way of presenting the municipality's produce. Decorative shells, meanwhile, take center stage in the Kinhason Festival in Bacolod, Lanao del Norte. Their fiesta princess wears an elaborately crafted skirt and top combination, beautifully laden with shells. As the dancers conquer one side of the plaza, women, young and old, occupy the other side, stringing up little white shells to make tropical chandeliers for the public to see and buy. How do these modern wonders get so white and shiny? The shells, gray with mineral deposits and grimy with algae growth, are heated in a pan above high fire to shed off the unwanted dark color and bring out the sheen. A few minutes of toasting would yield brownish pieces. The longer they stay above the fire, the fairer they become. And then they are soaked in detergent and water for a few seconds and are soon good to go. Lanao del Norte harvests more than enough produce that dining here can be a daily feast. The province's middle name, if indeed it has one, is Bounty. Most of Lanao del Norte's livelihood zeroes in on the province's best-selling products. Calamansi, a small citrus fruit more sour than lemon, is another of Lala's products. This bungalow in the middle of a mountain-shaded field houses the province's calamansi processing plant. The end product bears a label that is a play on the town's name. Great for recall, one may say, ooh la la. The coastal town of Maigo yields a good batch of nangka or jackfruit season after season. From this large spiny fruit come great tasting homemade snacks for the candy lover. Maigo has its Nangkaan Festival, which of course focuses on the said fruit. From one of the events of this fiesta, an ingenious recipe was created. Curry tinged chicken, sweetened and thickened by the ripe flesh of this burly fruit. And then there are the coconut-based desserts, lovingly made by the matrons of Linamon. Pies and young coconut filling, and the layered rice cake known as sapin-sapin, tickling taste buds the way a mother would gently tickle her newborn. One could almost hear visitors gasping at the myriad of great food and handicrafts spread all across the province. Would it be a wonder then that Lanao del Norte's marketplaces all burst with such activity only seen in agoras offering a never-ending display of goods? And the fervent buying and selling goes on even after dark. The richness of the land has given the people of Lanao del Norte intense pride of place, and somehow, embedded in their collective psyche is a desire to magnify this wealth. The province has since built institutions of varying utility, some of modern grandeur, and some of utter simplicity, as prudent as they are life-changing. The Mindanao Civic Center, or MCC, is testament to the steady rise of Lanao del Norte. Visitors of the province who plan to stay for more than a day are advised to billet themselves at the MCC. Thus, one finds a clean and classy hotel sheltering guests for a price range of less than $100 per night. But a review of travel odes, spoken and written, would inevitably declare that the MCC is really Lanao del Norte's strongest crowd drawer. It is easy to see why. No other establishment in the Philippines combines all these in one commissioned vicinity. The center is a titan complex of facilities for every imaginable assembly, from a group of 10 to a throng of 10,000. Its biggest gathering being the Palarong Pambansa, the nationwide convergence of the best young athletes of the country. The design of the Civic Center's buildings draws inspiration from the Torogan, the carved house of Lanao's Maranao royalty. Slanting long trapezoids for roofs, wooden beams for decorative ceiling support. Minutes away from the MCC is another Torogan-inspired building, and incidentally, a virtual residence of leaders as well. The provincial capital of Lanao del Norte is a landmark in itself. Dreams are realized by the day. People strive to create a community worthy of mention. In the town of Linamon, an exemplary routine of solid waste management is constantly enforced. The people of Linamon religiously practice waste segregation at home. The non-biodegradable garbage are of course recycled, and the biodegradable materials are made into compost, with decomposition hastened by 2 organic concoctions invented by a Mindanaoan environmentalist. The IMO, or Indigenous Microorganisms Concoction, and FPJ, or Fermented Plant Juice Concoction, drastically reduce the foul smell of the compost pile, consequently solving the problem of fly infestation. In just 30 days of the specified procedure, the compost is ready in form and content to be used as soil conditioner. Delegations from local governments and academe have come to Linamon to learn about the process, thus successfully replicating this environmentally sound project throughout the country. Lanao del Norte's nationwide renown does not stop there. The municipality of Sultan Naga de Mapuro, formerly known as Corumatan, has a stretch of 2,800 hectares of land dedicated to huge herds of dairy cattle. The Bauyan Cattle Ranch has the biggest population of dairy cows in the country. Its working twin, the Bangan Milk Processing Plant, matches the ranch's competence. Jointly operating to their fullest capacity, they can produce an awesome 30,000 liters of milk a day, figures largely unheard of in these islands. The team of herdsmen, factory hands, and doctors working in this dairy business aims to further develop the ranch and processing plant to turn Lanao del Norte into the dairy capital of the Philippines. They all agree that they are well on their way to realizing this dream, gradual yet certain. The changes are gradual yet certain as well in the coastal town of Causwagan. Theirs is the long concrete platform, the longest in Lanao del Norte, which serves as a pier for fishing vessels and ferry boats. The west side of the port is a fish sanctuary several hectares wide, where fishing is strictly prohibited. Since the establishment of the sanctuary, Causwagan's fish yield has increased by leaps and bounds, gifting the townsfolk with a stable source of income and food on the table. Lanao del Norte is seeing better times. People of all faiths live together in respect. Nights are calmer, days more serene. The serenity is seen and felt throughout the province, more so in this little pocket of stillness perched high on the hills, along the border of the capital town, Tubod, and its neighbor, Colambugan. A hand pierced with a growing vine, symbol of pain that is triumphantly overcome, welcomes believers to this solemn peace of heaven, Tapit Alim. Dapit Alim is a spiritual place, a retreat, it is said, for wounded souls. Its name has come to mean a place of healing, rendered in Cebuano, the language most widely spoken in Lanao del Norte. This little paradise lives up to its name. It is folk Catholicism and Zen in one breath. A walk around its quiet, grass-covered expanse clears the mind and somehow relaxes every single muscle in one's body. A breathtaking view of the Panguil Bay awaits the world-weary mortal who has come to seek refuge. The dreamlike view from above humbles the individual, who becomes a mere part of the vast richness in all directions. And then, again, the snap. The search for familiar reality. Then consciousness. Not a dream, but a panorama of Lanao del Norte surrounded by deep blue waters. And the obvious facet of the province surfaces. The word Lanao or Ranao loosely means a body of water. It is no surprise, therefore, that Lanao del Norte is a land which is home to the most beautiful water forms, engulfing its coasts or nourishing its lush landscapes. The town of Baloi is home to the province's artists. The penchant for harboring beautiful creations must be a natural thing for the municipality, for it is the chosen base for another man-made marvel, a large lake where fish thrive in abundance, a central part in the life of the people here. Lanao del Norte does have enough natural water wonders to speak of. The provincial coastline is a long stretch of pleasant beaches, harboring fisherfolk and playful sets alike. The Cathedral Falls in Kapatagan is well regarded by villagers. As high as a coconut tree, says one, when asked about the height of the singular waterfall. It is so named because of the rock formations framing the stream, cathedral pillars sculpted by earth itself. A short trip into the heart of Lanao del Norte's Bacolod would lead a traveler to a rocky riverside. Everyone who dares to set foot upon this uncharted fairyland would deem it wise to speak not one word. It is believed that spirits dwell in the silent haven, and the only sound they wish to hear is the rushing roar of twin waterfalls, distant yet powerful. This pair of waterfalls is not the endpoint of this commanding watercourse. The torrent travels further down to its last stop, where it plunges full force into the jagged rocks below, creating a tremendous amount of hydroelectric power, enough to sustain all of Lanao del Norte. Behold the mighty Pagayawan Falls. And yet, the proud presence of powerful Pagayawan, male and godly in spirit and manner, is equaled only by the beauty and grace of its womanly counterpart several kilometers away. The Tinaco Falls cascades along a delicate course, broken into hundreds of lacework before gently seeping into the basin of dancing droplets at its feet. The steady splash of water causes a spray of mist, completing the picture of a modern-day Garden of Eden. The sun at high noon paints a canopy of vines and trees in white gold. The tranquil pool below glistens with the immense amount of light it reflects, and the falls, bathed in sunglow, would seem to be coming from heaven's mouth itself. The enchanted waters of Lanao del Norte serve as conduits, linking and binding its people from one port to another shore, sending stories, ripple by ripple, to lands far away, heralding the beauty and bounty of the dreamland that is Lanao del Norte.